What up, guys? I'm currently playing around with tweaking my squat stance, and I'm going to be making this change going forward, training cycles to come. Just want to kind of give you guys an update and talk about like wide stance versus narrow stance squats and why I'm making this change. I'm making this change based on mobility issues and based on just anatomy and how I want to squat, my goals and stuff like that. So first, right off the bat, I want to say that neither is better than the other. Wide stance or narrow stance, doesn't actually matter. It's very person to person. It depends on a bunch of things like your goals, how deep you want to squat, your bar position, your segment lengths, mobility restrictions, and there's probably more things that I'm just leaving out. But my reasoning for making this change is I have what's called a stripper fault in my squat coming out of the hole. I typically stand with a little bit outside of a shoulder width stance, and by moving my feet in, it's going to help eliminate that. So what the stripper fault is when you come out of the hole and your ass sticks out and it kind of looks like you're a stripper or you're twerking. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl. So by narrowing my stance allows me to create more external rotation in the bottom position, which keeps me more stable and allows me to create more torque going through the hole, which should in turn create a stronger squat going forward and also keep my torso more upright going through the hole, eliminating that good morning stripper kind of squat. And hopefully I won't be twerking coming out of the hole anymore. Narrow versus wide stance has a lot to do with how you want to squat. I am somebody who likes to squat deep. There are people who don't really care about the range of motion, and that just has to do with your preference. So I used to be an athlete. I know that the knee forward, that positive shin angle, has a very strong relation to sports, and you find yourself in that position a lot in sports. So I just like to keep it very specific. If you're somebody who doesn't play sports, doesn't really care, you want to build up different muscles, you might see that you get more glute activation out of a wider stance squat, and you don't care so much about a deep range of motion, or you like a low bar over a high bar. Like it's honestly up to you to kind of just determine what works best for you, what feels the best for you, or you're pain free. You might be somebody who doesn't really care about long range of motion. You might have mobility restrictions, and you're able to build big quads by just doing a regular depth squat. I think that's fine. I mean, I'm somebody who likes to squat really deep. I personally enjoy watching Olympic lifters squat really deep, go ass to grass. So that's something that I'm gonna do. It's something I want to do. So by making this change, it's going to help me accomplish that in my squat. But that was my little PSA. Hope you enjoyed that. Just depends on your segment lengths, your mobility restrictions and injuries and stuff, and your goals going forward. So that's the change I'm making. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit from this video. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.